Wait.
DeMar can still elevate.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The boys are back here to talk some Chicago Bulls. We got preseason tomorrow. Man, this whole city of Chicago really needs this right now, coming from what we have been seeing from the Bears. So to see a good team finally play some basketball tomorrow, I'm happy, man. My name's Mike. My man's Big O. Big O, how you feeling on
Feeling
what we got
feeling
tonight?
real feeling real good actually, man. It's a big sports night. We got a lot of basketball tonight. We got Bulls tomorrow. We got football tonight as well. So I'm feeling real good, man. I'm feeling real good.
Facts, man. Facts, man. So today we gonna give our standing prediction for the Eastern Conference, and then we also gonna get into our expectation for the Bulls for these next four preseason games, and we're gonna talk a little bit about tomorrow's game, Bulls and Pelicans. So first thing first, let's get into these Eastern standings. How you got the Eastern Conference looking like? You can go 1 through 6, and you're gonna do 7 through 10 for the play-in.
Oh man. Okay, for me, number one, I think I think Milwaukee gonna clinch number one. I got them winning the most games between 55 to 62 games for Milwaukee. I can see Giannis running a little bit. I know Middleton he coming back off injury, so I can see a scenario where they don't start off too strong, but eventually I think they pick it up when they get Middleton back towards the middle end of the season. So I got them for one. My second seed, I got my second seed. Man, it's really, but it's really going to be between Philly and Boston. I like Philly. I like they upgrades. And I would have just said Boston, but with the situation with Udoka and they lose Gallinari before they can get him.
True.
Granted they pretty much the same team. They still added Brogdon, but I have to see how how they stick together mentally through 4 to 6 months, because they can come out like game busters and still be the Boston Celtics that they was last year. But as we know, things like that, little drama stuff circling around your team can really hurt the team morale. So it's going to be between Philly and Boston. I do think Bulls can slide between that 4 and 5 spot. I can see a scenario where the Nets, if with the talent they have, they should be able to get it. But I can see a scenario where the Bulls, come out blazing. So I got the Bulls between 4, 5, and 6. It's going to be between them, the Nets, Toronto, and Cleveland. Those are like the three teams. One of them going to be on the out. One of them going to be on the out. Yeah, one of them will be on the outside looking in, and I think that last three teams going to be Charlotte, Atlanta, and it's another team in there. Charlotte, Atlanta. That's really not Washington. I thought Washington. I give Washington a slight chance, but I still don't think they're gonna be better than Atlanta or Charlotte. I think LaMelo too good. I think he's good enough to keep Charlotte relevant. Yeah, I got big expectations for the Bulls. So for me, so you give me yours.
So you got Bucks at 1, Philly at 2. Who you had at 3?
3, I'm going. It's going to be between um, Philly, Philly and Boston. You can alternate them, but if you just want me to pick them, I'll pick them. I just pick them. I say if you want me to pick them, I go.
Yeah, I was jotting it down so I can give ours.
See how they
Side by
compare.
side.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So yeah, let's just go Boston. Let's go
Boston
Boston.
at 3.
Yeah, Boston at 3. Um, Bulls at 4. I'm missing a team. Hold on, I'm leaving somebody out. Hold on, Boston. Okay, I said Milwaukee one, Philly two, uh, Milwaukee one, Philly two, Boston three,
Yeah.
Bulls. No, I'm gonna go. I'm Bulls five. I'm gonna go Nets four, and six. I'm gonna go Cleveland. Seven, go to, Toronto. Well, I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. Seven,
So
go.
you
I feel
got
like
the Hawks, the Heat.
there you go. It's the Heat. It's the Heat. But I actually think the Heat take. So I'm gonna go seven Toronto, and I'm gonna go eight Heat.
Mm. Then you got 9 and 10.
9 and 10. That's gonna be Atlanta and Charlotte. So I got a crazy prediction. I got the Heat falling all the way down this year. I said it a couple months ago. I got to stick by my pick. I got to stick by. But just the way I see how the East is shaping up. I know they just paid Tyler Hero. I know they're gonna still be a tough team to beat, but I
Overpay.
overpaid them, right? So yeah, I think the Heat take a fall, and that's gonna lead them to making a move sooner than later.
So this part was hard as shit. 'Cause I had an original one, but the whole, like you said, Udoka thing kind of switched things. And before people jump down my throat, I'm finna do this. I had a list, but I'm probably finna change things up. So the way I got these teams ranked, I don't think the better team will be number one. I think I'm leaning hard to put the Bulls number one because I think teams like Milwaukee, Philly, Miami, Brooklyn Nets, they don't care about the number one seed.
Good point.
They want to rest until the playoff come. So I can see anybody taking the number one seed. So for them, I'm gonna go Bucks number one because I think Giannis is different. He gonna want to play every damn game. Um, Number two, I'm going with the Celtics. I know Ime is kind of gonna be but I think they still got talent to overcome that.
Yeah.
Number three, I'm going Bulls. Just because I think
Ooh.
the Bulls is not in a situation like the Bucks, Nets is. They want to play all they guys. They don't really care about resting guys. They want to make
Mhm.
a statement. They want to prove people wrong. So I'm going Bulls four. Bulls three. Number four. I'm going Philly. Five. I'm going Brooklyn. Six. I'm gonna go. Six. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Heat six. Seven. Cavs. Eight. Hawks. Uh, who I'm gonna go nine? I'm gonna go nine Raptors, and I'm gonna go 10 the New York Knickerbockers.
Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. Look, the Knicks slid in there. They slid in your 10. They slid in there.
Cause
That's
I do think that 10 it's gonna be a fight. I do think the Knicks gonna be improved, but I still think they'll be a 500 team. And
yeah.
I think the Magic's if they really not trying to play for another lottery, I really do think that team can be really good.
Mm,
Wendell, you got Ben Caro, another season of Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, um,
it's a good
you
one.
got Cole Anthony, so Mo Bamba. They got some really good pieces over there in Orlando. Washington do can make a play at that 10th seed. Bradley Beal healthy and Kristaps Porzingis with Cal Kuzma. I love what Cal Kuzma brought to the Wizards last season. I was hoping that the Bulls make a trade for him. I think he would be a tremendous spark off our bench. And I think the Detroit Pistons gonna be a little bit better. I don't really think the Hornets gonna be good without Miles Bridges.
That's a good
So
one. That's a good point. Very good point. Very good point. I do like the Knicks. I think the Knicks can be better than the Heat. I think it's a slim chance. I know we both got the Heat higher than the Knicks on both our lists, but I do think it's a chance that Tom Thibodeau get them guys to come back and have a bounce back years where they play a little bit better. So we both got the Heat taking a drop on both our lists. So I see we agreed on that.
so your pick, you had Bucks 1, no wait, that's me. I have Bucks 1, Celtics 2, Bulls 3, Philly 4, Nets 5, Heat 6, Cavs 7, Hawks 8, and I had the Raptors 9 and the Knicks 10.
Mm.
And you had where did I just delete yours like a dumbass?
I mean, I get to change it.
But not you
I-
had Milwaukee 1, Philly 2, Celtics 3. That's my line. Wait.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
we
no,
both,
no.
we
This
both,
yours. You had Celtics 3, Nets 4, Bulls 5, Cavs 6, Raptors 7, Heat 8, Hawks 9, and Charlotte 10. Right? That's
yep,
yeah.
yep, yep.
I thought I screwed some up.
And you know what? I forgot Bridges was out, so I really would swap that 10 for the Knicks. You made a great point. I forgot team. See, I was thinking that I know LaMelo gonna be able to. He gonna make that team fun to watch on most nights. But you right about that. I can see a scenario where the Knicks do get in that 10th spot and fight for a play-in. So, but I think
Yeah,
to your point, them last four teams, like between 8 and 12, I believe all those teams gonna be like probably a game or two apart. Like all of them gonna be fighting to the end. So.
that's if teams really, not trying to tank.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I do think Magic can really have
They
a
can have a shot. Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot about Pop.
So
They playing tonight actually. They playing Memphis tonight. So
so
yeah.
preseason expectation. What are you looking forward to seeing this preseason? What's your expectation
Uh,
for this Bulls
for
team?
the for me, well, as a fan, I want to see I want to see how well this team mesh. You know what I mean? I want to see is they going to come back. Better. Mainly the young guys, but we know from all the reports and what we've been hearing, Billy been trying to find new ways for the guys to play more freely, so it don't be so much predictable on offensive end. So I'm interested to see, what changes he made to the system on how they going to play. I'm interested to see, how well Drummond fit. I want to see Drummond, and I want to see Dragic. I want to see those guys out there, see how well they fit. Dalen Terry, and I want to see Patrick Williams. I want to, what I mean. I know it's preseason, and it ain't like they going 100, but I think for guys like Patrick and Io, I feel Terry gonna come like that anyway. But for Patrick and Io, I think it's important for them to come out like it's a regular season game. I want to see those guys come out, the young guys, them two young guys, and show that they the summer. So for me as a fan, that's what I want to see. And the wins don't matter. I know last year what they went 4-0, 6-0.
Going up.
So I
Yeah,
don't
going
expect
down.
that. But I know this team deep. and a side note, I want to see Anthony Cooper. I know he's gonna probably get a little run towards the end of the game. So if he can make this roster as well. So
Yeah, for sure. First thing I want, the first game is gonna be a big one against the Pelicans. So the first few minutes, I want to see how this team going to compete, offense and defense. Like, is it gonna be more ISO Demar, everybody just standing around looking, or is it gonna come up with something different? So that's something I'm really looking forward to see how they gonna play. Um, I'm not really expecting anything from Demar and Zach. I know those guys when 100% healthy, they're gonna hoop. Vooch, I want to see if that 3 point shot gonna be better than it was last year. So as far as the young guys, who really got better? Io, Kobe, Patrick Williams between those three. So I think we need a huge jump for one of those guys this upcoming season. I want to see who gets the starting the starting point guard job for these next couple of games because that probably give us a true idea of who they really going to go with. And then towards the back end of the bench, who really improved their 3 point shots to really be on the court and play between Javante Green, Derrick Jones Jr., who worked on their shot because we that's what we need. We need somebody who can just hit those open three, and those two guys really wasn't the best shooters last season. And I want to see Marco Simonovic and Andre Drummond. So those things I'm looking forward to seeing.
I almost forgot
As
about Marco, man.
as
I
far
almost
as
forgot.
as far as his rotation, I want to see what his rotation looking like, how he fit everybody in. Like, is we going to see Dalen Terry? Because there's a lot of this bench. It could be deep if everybody really take a step. If Javante Green and Derrick Jones Jr. can continue to be like that, the hustle guy who can play good defense and knock down the open shots. I think those two guys can be a huge piece in this bench. Kobe White, can he be consistent? Consistent 3 point knockdown shooter. What's Marco Simonovic looking like? So this bench can be one of the best benches this year. So I'm really intrigued to see how Billy Donovan going to work with his you know
What's
subbing in his
been?
rotation.
I totally agree. You just said something that was real key. This bench can be really really deep. I know like us that watch them, we know what these guys can do. But like when you talk about national broadcasters and national people that don't pay attention to the team like we do because we watch them every night, they only know certain guys and they only know if Patrick Williams get better and DeRozan and Vucevic and Zach. But it's like we know Javante Green is a good piece. He played really well for most of the season last year. Derrick Jones, same way. He had his good moments, in a bunch of games, that wasn't nationally televised last year. So
Yeah.
we seen Kobe, and we watched the young guy. We see a young guy, Daly Terry, so you absolutely right. If it all comes together right, this team could be really deep and really good. And that makes for a good playoff run. It keeps guys fresh because you ain't got to play guys a lot of minutes because you can trust bench to get in there, defend and score. If Kobe going off tonight, he got like 25 plus points. This is a night where we know the mind or Zach ain't got to go that crazy tonight. They can defer to Kobe. It's his night. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we hope we will see, and that'll really show the depth to your point of this team because we know they're capable.
Yeah, for real. Like I think
Yeah.
this team, even though the loss of Lonzo, is devastating. I really do think it was probably gonna be a blessing in disguise. I really do think Ayo got potential to be a great point guard, and you can really go through the season trying out different things without Lonzo. You ain't gotta really go out there and play like damn like last year. I think they were just sitting around playing waiting for Lonzo to come back until they really got the that notification that Lonzo not coming back. So this year I hope they go out there and play like if Lonzo won't be back for the whole season. So they really have to go out there and think about Lonzo be back next week. So let's just get through this week and we'll have Lonzo back, next week. I think Ayo can do a good job at that starting point guard position. My only concern is, a lot of guys have sophomore slumps. I know it's bound to happen. I just hope that, it's not at a critical time in the season
Yeah,
So
it's a good
I
point.
I
Yeah,
I, I still believe that this Bulls team can really be great. Like I said last time we talked, the 3 point guards individually they got something that Lonzo bring to the table. Dragic got that, that point guards, like, guys over CAGO always say point guardmanship.
yeah.
He
Mhm.
got the playmaking tools. Ayo Dosunmu can be a great two-way player. Kobe White, great 3 point shooter. And, Alex Caruso bring that grittiness that Lonzo brings. So a lot of these guards bring everything different that Lonzo bring as one player. So I think we'll be great.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it, and I think that's what Billy trying to get them to, to understand the exact thing you said when he came out and said, like, hey, it's a possibility we might not get Lonzo at all this year. So I think to your point, he don't want them thinking about Lonzo. Just nip that on in the bud. Hey, we understand the surgery went well, but he got so many steps he gonna have to,
Yeah.
go through before he even come back. So don't even think about just let the training staff and the doctors and everybody worry about when we'll worry about that when we know he's coming back. But for now, to your point, if Phoenix lose Chris Paul, they don't really have I mean Cameron Payne is okay, but
But he not
it's like,
he can't. Yeah,
you know
he
what I'm saying? And you go around the league and you look at some of these teams that need their point guard of having an Ayo Dosunmu, a guy that's the sky the limit for this kid. And to your point, yeah, I see starting point guard written all over this kid. So I think, yeah, we most definitely going to be fine. And whenever Lonzo come back, I'm pretty sure it's going to make the team morale go. They're going to be excited to have him back. So I heard somebody else mention this too on somebody else podcast. Can't think of the name, but he made a good point because he was like, whenever Lonzo come back, February, March, never, you got to think about him not even starting when he come back because you're talking about a
I
guy
was
that's
just
going
gonna
to be
bring that
coming
point
back.
up.
Yeah, yeah. So you get him back. If you got Lonzo and Drummond and all these different guys coming off your bench, even to end the season,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a good team. So I think we're gonna be fine mostly.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna be fine. Like you said, like you just said, the point I was finna say as well. Even if he do come back, I don't plan on them rushing him into the starting lineup. Maybe when
Yeah,
a playoff come because he haven't. Let's say he come back January. That'd be damn near a year since he played basketball, and it's going to
yeah,
take time for him to get back to basketball shape. By then, Ayo and the starting lineup already in the groove, so I can see him coming off the bench for the remainder of the season. So
yeah.
playoff come, and then you insert him back once he feel
He's ready
comfortable,
to
just like what
go.
they did to
Yeah,
Patrick Williams last
yeah.
season. So e-
Absolutely, absolutely.
everything not the season not salvaged. A lot of Bulls fans may think that, but I don't think so. Like it's frustrating. Don't get me wrong because we've been through this, the similar thing with Derek, and I really do believe Lonzo is a huge part of this team. But I also think we got pieces that can hold it down, so we get him
Oh
back.
yeah, hold it all the way down.
Yeah,
People forget as much as we love and need Lonzo. He's a great talent. Still three All Stars out there. You know what I'm
yeah,
telling you?
for sure.
Like on any other team, when your three All Star players, you winning games regardless of everybody else. You know what I mean? So
We
that's what I expect from our big three guys to take care of business. You know what I
We
mean?
got three all stars, four young guys that can be really good role
Good.
pieces, and
There
and
you
Ayo
go.
Dosunmu I think got all-star level. Dalen Terry and Kobe White I think they can be really good role players.
Oh yeah.
Patrick Williams I think he can be. To me, I look at Patrick Williams how Luol Dean, like he wasn't a top 20 player, but he did the dirty work. He go out there and give you 18 to 22 points a game. Be that Luol Dean, how Luol
Yeah.
Dean was to Derrick Rose, somebody who
Yeah.
really helped Derrick Rose a
Yeah.
lot.
And
So like,
Dean made two All Star teams as
yeah, so
well. You
I,
know what
I
I mean? So
so I don't think Patrick Williams gonna be top 10 player, even though you would want,
Not Kawhi
yeah, you would want
Leonard.
that to be in your fourth overall pick. But I do think he got 18 to 22 points per game score in his future. I really do think he's good, and I think he can be
Absolutely.
the perfect player next to Zach Levine, kind of like a Scottie Pippen. You know, he can play make, he can defend, and he can score. He got all the tools, so I hope we see a slight jump for him as well. Because I do think
I'm
if you
excited.
look at it, if you take a step back, AK done a pretty good job adding really good pieces that complement everybody else. Like Dylan Terry is a wing player. Let's imagine when he gets some muscle on and some NBA experience, he can be a great role player for this team. So I'm
Mm,
excited as
mm,
well. But
that was good.
last up, we got tomorrow game TNT Bulls Pelicans. What you looking for
Hold on, wait.
tomorrow?
That's TNT tomorrow.
Yes, sir. TNT.
National. Okay, they gave us a preseason national TV. Okay.
The big three, Zion,
Oh man.
CJ, and BI versus DeMar,
Yeah.
Zach, and Vooch.
And that should have been a season opener, man, because I would
Mhm.
love to see both of these two young teams play a real 40 plus minute
Yeah.
game. You know what I'm saying? I love to see Zach and DeMar play 34 plus minutes. You know, I know we're not going to see it, but I mean, for them first 7 minutes, I expect excitement at least. You
Yeah.
know, Zion Williamson ain't been on the floor in a couple years. Man, and I think the Bulls got something to prove. You know, the Pelicans, they had a good year, great year last year, and they're expecting to make noise in their own conference. So I think both teams going to come out ready to go. Like let's show what we got,
Facts.
and that makes a good show for us as basketball fans. So I can't really put too much expectations because I know it ain't gonna be too many minutes played by the main guys. But you know, as we said at the beginning of the show, just looking to see the different plays and stuff they try to run. You know, I know Lonzo, he was really good with the backdoor stuff, getting Levine a lot of easy buckets with the backdoor. So I know Dragic in his interviews, he been talking about how he's really good at pick and roll. So I can see Dragic, you know, I'm excited to see, you know, if he pick up a little chemistry with Zach or some of the other guys to get them some easy baskets. So man, Dalen Terry as well. So
I, I
yeah,
do
so
want to see that pick and roll with Dragic and Vooch and Drummond. I think that's gonna be something good because Dragic is a great pick and roll point guard, and I also want to see the matchup between Patrick Williams and Zion. Like how much do Zion how do Patrick Williams hold up against Zion? Because
that's
when they
dope.
did match up back, Zion kind of was too much for Patrick Williams. So I want to see that matchup, even if it's for like 5 minutes. I want to see Patrick how much Patrick Williams hold up against Zion. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Dalen Terry get some minutes as well, just to see how far his game developed.
Since the
I
summer.
want to, yeah, I
Yep.
want to see Io
Mm-hmm.
in there too, and I want to see them let Patrick Williams run the offense. Like once the starters go out, I hope they keep Patrick Williams in just to see if he can be aggressive against players and run the show while guys sit out. So I want to see Patrick Williams get involved heavy. So
Great point, bro. I'm glad you mentioned that. That's actually a great point. I think Patrick Williams, his minutes need to be higher than him, and Io should probably be over 26, 28 minutes tomorrow
yeah,
at least. Say 26,
I want
28.
to see those two together.
Let them guys run the show when you pull Zach and DeMar when that night over with. But let's see, you know, Patrick, because you know the young guys on the Pelicans, a lot of them guys, just like a lot of guys on the Bulls roster, them guys trying to make the team. So they're gonna be playing hard. I want to see Patrick give it to them guys. Let's see if he gonna show some dominance against, you know, some G leaguers on the other on the opposing
I
team for a little bit.
I want to see a lineup of Io, Kobe, Dalen Terry, Patrick Williams and Andre Drummond. I want to see a that's the line I
Ooh.
want to see. I want to see those five out there and just let Ayo and Patrick run the show. I think
Yeah.
that could be a great lineup.
Hey, you getting me too excited, man. I'm gonna have to go put that in on my NBA 2K, man. I'm gonna have to put that run
It's a
that.
lot of great line. It's a lot of great lineups Billy can go with. Just
Yeah.
imagine Ayo, Caruso, Zach Demar, whoever at the five, Patrick Williams, Drummond, Vooch, or you can go Caruso, Zach, DeMar, Patrick Williams, Drummond, or you it's a lot of ways you can switch things up. So I think if Billy Donovan really get in his bag, he can really get freaky this season and throw out
Yes.
a lot of different
Yes.
lineups. And you
Yes.
can't forget about Javante Green and Derrick Jones Jr. who can really play
Floor runners.
three 3 to 5. Yeah, floor runners.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. I love some there's five Javantes out there. And I can imagine seeing Javante taking Zion a little bit tomorrow.
Speaking
He
of
ain't scared.
Zion, over or under 3 dunks for Zion Williamson tomorrow. How many
Uh,
dunks? Were you taking over or under?
Ooh, I'm going over. I'm going over three
Over.
dunks. I
Mm,
don't see the Bulls getting in the way because it's preseason. Even if not to say that he's an athletic freak, that dude can jump.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I think he get over three. I don't think none come on Patrick. I can see some fast breaks, but I expect Patrick to know his challenge. For 5,
Yeah.
8, 10 minutes, however many minutes it be. I expect Patrick to hold his own. So.
My next question: who lead the Bulls in scoring tomorrow?
I'm gonna go Patrick Williams. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Patrick Williams.
I agree. I
I
agree.
think I think Zach and DeMar they're gonna come out and get loose, get a sweat in. But I think Patrick, if he plays more minutes, he definitely should have more opportunities to put the buckets up. So I'm gonna go Patrick for sure.
Yeah. How many threes do you think we make tomorrow? I'm gonna set the over. I'm gonna set it at 18 over or under 18 3 points
Uh,
attempts for the Bulls.
Attempts or makes?
No, I'm gonna go makes. Let's go makes.
Let's go makes.
Yeah.
Uh, you said the number is 18.
Yeah, over or under 18.
Uh, Ooh, that's gonna be close, dude. I want to say over. I want to say they make about maybe they probably make 18 on the dot. It's gonna be between 17 and 19
I'm
threes. I know they're
I'm
gonna get a
taking
lot up though. They're gonna get over 30 up tomorrow
I'm taking over two.
though.
I got two more before we wrap things up. Over or under 2 steals for Dalen Terry for tomorrow's game.
I'm gonna go over for Dalen Terry. I
Mm,
think he's gonna play a lot of the fourth quarter, and I think he's gonna be out there playing his heart out. I can see Terry definitely getting at least 2 steals tomorrow.
I got. I said two more. I just added one. Will we see Scary Marco hours tomorrow? Over or under 8 points for Marco Simonovic?
That's a good one. Marco over 8 points. I'm gonna go under. Under. Because I went over on everything else, so I gotta go under on some. I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna say get about 6 points. I can see him getting some layups, but I know that he's probably not gonna get in until like the fourth quarter anyway.
Yeah.
I can't see Simonovic getting in probably the first 3 quarters.
I was gonna
Uh,
say over, but you just changed my mind, so I'm going under as well. I was gonna go over as well.
But who know? I mean, he could. But I'm
Yeah,
just trying to think it through. Like I know he gonna play a chunk of the fourth quarter with Dalen Terry and a lot of the other guys that's trying to be seen. A lot of guys we seen in the summer league. So unless he got a little bit better from what we seen in the summer, he had a couple good games in summer league, by the way.
yeah.
But I think some of the matchups was kind of too much for him. So if he addressed that within that 2 month period, we could come out and see you gotta get 10, 12 points. So
Last one. Do we see a Vooch and Andre Drummond line up.
Crazy enough, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm
I,
gonna
I,
say yeah.
I think we might even get Vooch and Marco.
Yeah, I can see
Uh,
that too. I can see. I can see. I just think that it wouldn't be. I don't think Billy wouldn't be not doing his due diligence if he didn't try just to see what it looked like out there. I know
Yeah.
that. You know, Pelicans they're going to
He
run
gonna say
Nance.
something in the playoffs. I mean, in the preseason about him doing that, just taking a look.
Yeah. I mean,
And and,
because
and I think it kind of well, no, because Drummond. I don't think Drummond he ain't not that fast for Zion, so I don't think it'll work if they
yeah,
go.
he probably wouldn't
Uh,
brought Zion, but I could see Nance like because Nance played with Valanciunas at
yeah,
times, so I could see him trying it with that lineup.
yeah,
He did it last year with Tristan and Vooch for small stretches, so I can see him
yeah.
trying it out.
So who you got winning tomorrow game?
I'm gonna go to Bulls tomorrow. I'm gonna go 118 to 109. Bulls. I just think the back end of that bench. I do like the Pelicans bench, by the way. They got a really good team. I was actually rooting for them last playoffs against the Suns. They was this close to winning, but I do think Pelicans do got a really good bench. Young guys are really good. Those guys are really good. But I think
Yeah, for sure.
Patrick Williams going to give us a show tomorrow. I think I can see Patrick
Yeah,
Williams going for like 22 points tomorrow. So, and I think that helps us get it done tomorrow.
I'm going with Bulls TNT basketball 126 to 123 in overtime.
Ooh, we gonna get an
We
extra
getting
5 minutes.
overtime. That's
You
my
know that's
I'm
gonna
sticking
be
to
a
that.
good one. I'll put my
So
parlay in with that when this game go to overtime and make sure I hit yes on that.
yeah, man, we finally got Bulls basketball. We gonna probably switch things up. I know we do a weekly podcast, so we probably just do like a Bulls wrap up every Monday since Monday is the beginning of the week. Just talk about the any games that happened last week. We probably gonna just talk about it in the Monday episode, and then on the other half talk about the future week. So we gonna figure it out, talk about it, and thank you guys for tuning in to another episode, man. Bulls basketball is officially here. You're gonna see us a lot. Hopefully it's a great year so we won't be too pissed doing these. So any last word, Big O?
Yeah, just to double down, Bulls basketball is back. I remember when, episodes ago, all throughout the summer, we was talking about how dry these summer days was, and not too much going on. But look, we got a game tomorrow, so let's go Bulls.
You gotta figure out which jersey I'm gonna wear to watch this game, but I'm gonna pick one. On behalf of me, I want to thank you, Big O, for popping back through again. Thank you guys who was tuning in to the podcast. Make sure you listen to this on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace, Chicago.